Why panic pushes money away. It's the hidden mechanism. Panic doesn't just feel bad. It creates a real, measurable disruption in your ability to make, attract, and hold on to money. When panic takes over, your decision-making shifts from strategic thinking to reactive survival mode. You're no longer operating from clarity. You're operating from fear. The reason this is dangerous is because money, like any form of opportunity, responds best to people who can handle it responsibly. The very act of panicking signals, both to your subconscious mind and to others, that you're not in control of your environment. From a mindset perspective, panic is essentially you broadcasting scarcity. You're mentally telling yourself, I don't have enough. I'm running out. I can't handle this. And what you focus on, you amplify. The more your mind sits in scarcity, the more you notice situations that confirm it. You start rejecting potential ideas because you're blinded by urgency. You stop thinking about building wealth and only think about avoiding collapse. From a self-development standpoint, your inner stability is a container that holds your outer wealth. If your inner container is shaking, leaking, or unstable, money will not stay. Even if you receive it, it will quickly slip away through poor choices or unnecessary risks. Your first goal is to master emotional neutrality around money challenges, not ignoring them, but addressing them with a mindset that says, this is temporary. I am capable. I am resourceful. I choose my moves from logic, not fear. The money-energy connection and why calmness is currency. Money is not only an economic tool, it's also an energetic exchange. People give money to people they believe will create value with it. Opportunities flow to those who feel trustworthy, competent, and stable. When you panic, your energy shifts into chaos. People sense it, even if you don't say a word. Panic energy communicates instability. It repels collaboration because no one wants to tie their resources to something unpredictable. In contrast, calm energy is attractive. It communicates. I'm in control. I can handle complexity. I have options and I'm not desperate. From a mindset growth perspective, calmness is a financial skill in itself. It's as important as budgeting, investing, or negotiating. Because if your energy communicates stability, opportunities naturally seek you out. This is the magnetic part of wealth attraction. And here's the crucial self-development point. You can train this energy. Calmness is not a personality trait you either have or don't have. It's a discipline. Every time you respond to stress with measured thinking, you reinforce your capacity to hold more without losing balance. The stronger this capacity, the more money can flow to you without stopping. Calmness doesn't say with doing nothing. Control focus creates leverage. Many people misinterpret stay calm as do nothing and wait. That's not the point. Calmness is not inactivity. It's precise activity. It's making moves with a clear head instead of letting fear dictate the pace. When you are calm, you can spot opportunities others miss because they're too distracted by panic. Negotiate without giving away unnecessary concessions. Choose actions that build long-term assets instead of chasing short-term relief. In self-development terms, this is about building response control. Most people operate in reaction mode. They hear bad news. They immediately make a move. But high-value thinkers pause, assess, and respond in a way that strengthens their position. Calmness gives you leverage because it allows you to play the long game. You're not in a rush to grab the first thing available. You can wait for better offers, better timing, and better alignment. And this waiting isn't passive. It's strategic patience backed by steady action. The psychological shift from survival to creation mode. Your brain has two very different operational states. Survival mode, where the focus is avoiding loss. Creation mode, where the focus is building and expanding. Panic locks you in survival mode. All your mental resources go toward protection, not creation. You become conservative not in a strategic sense, but in a fear-based sense. You avoid risk, but you also avoid opportunity. Calmness lets you step back into creation mode. You can look beyond the immediate crisis and ask, what can I build now that will still matter in 5 years? How can I turn this challenge into a platform for growth? What resources do I already have that I'm overlooking? From a mindset perspective, Moving into creation mode requires you to consciously reject the urgency trap. The urgency trap says everything must be solved today at any cost. But when you zoom out and think long-term, you realize that the right moves made calmly will outperform rush decisions every time. Building self-trust, the core antidote to panic. Self-trust is the foundation of financial calmness. Without it, every setback feels like the end of the road. With it, every setback becomes just another puzzle to solve. Self-trust is built by keeping promises to yourself, no matter how small, taking consistent actions, even when motivation is low, learning from mistakes instead of letting them define you. The more you trust yourself, the less you feel the need to panic. You begin to see financial challenges as temporary conditions, not permanent identities. Your calmness is rooted in the belief that you've handled tough situations before, and you can handle this one too. Self-development at its core is about creating a self-image that is unshakable by circumstance. When that self-image is strong, panic simply doesn't have space to live, escaping the scarcity mindset that fuels panic. The scarcity mindset is a silent killer of financial growth. It's the belief that resources are limited, that there's never enough, and that if you lose one chance, you'll never find another. Scarcity leads to accepting bad deals out of desperation, overworking without strategic focus, hoarding resources instead of investing them. The key shift is moving from scarcity to abundance thinking. This doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending challenges don't exist. It means choosing to believe that more opportunities can and will come, especially when you operate from calmness and clarity. From a logical perspective, scarcity thinking makes no sense in the modern economy. Money circulates constantly, opportunities regenerate, and value can be created in endless ways. The only true limitation is the ability to see and act on them, which panic blocks. Quick reset before we continue. If this breakdown is hitting you at the right time and you're feeling your mindset shift while hearing, go ahead and hit like button right now. It's a small action that supports the channel and signals that you value this kind of deep dive. And if you want to keep upgrading your thinking week after week, subscribe so you never miss the next big mindset unlock. Okay, next, training the non-panic response as a daily discipline. Calmness in crisis is not built in crisis. It's trained daily. If you want to be the kind of person who doesn't panic when money feels tight, you need to practice non-panic thinking when life is calm. This means creating routines that keep you grounded, morning clarity time, journaling, focused breathing, tracking your financial numbers regularly so they don't surprise you, practicing decision-making without emotion clouding your judgment. From a growth perspective, the goal is to raise your baseline emotional stability. If you operate at high stability in normal conditions, you can handle much bigger challenges without crossing into panic. Using pure logic to neutralize fear. Fear is vague. Logic is specific. The fastest way to kill panic is to replace it with measurable facts. Instead of thinking, I'm broke, you reframe it to, I currently have X amount, my obligations are Y, and my gap is Z. Here are 3 clear actions to close that gap. By removing the emotional exaggeration and focusing on numbers, you pull your brain out of the fear loop and into solution mode. This is why high-value individuals keep calm. They don't let their feelings dictate their analysis. They make decisions from reality, not from anxiety. Building sustainable money flow systems. If you don't want panic to return, you must create systems that bring money consistently, not just in bursts. This includes multiple income streams, so no single source determines your survival. Skill stacking, so you remain valuable in any market shift. Reputation building, so opportunities seek you without constant chasing. Expense discipline, so you're not living at the edge of your means. Calmness is easier when your systems protect you. It's not just a mindset, it's also a structure. Remaining calm in financial delays. Patience is a bridge between effort and reward. Most people collapse emotionally when money takes longer than expected to arrive. But the truth is, delays are normal in business, careers, and investments. To remain calm, normalize the idea that money arrival isn't always instant. Keep productive momentum while waiting. Use delays as time to prepare for the next opportunity. In self-development terms, patience is not passive, it's active readiness, protecting your mind from panic triggers. Calmness is a skill, but it's also environmental. If your environment constantly injects fear into your thinking, you will panic more often. Protect your mental space by limiting unnecessary exposure to fear-based media, surrounding yourself with solution-focused thinkers, creating physical spaces where you can think clearly without noise. The long-term state of calm financial confidence. The goal is not to never feel stress. It's to become unshakable in the face of it. When you build the ability to remain calm no matter the financial situation, you naturally attract more wealth because you become the type of person who can handle wealth. Calmness becomes your default. Decisions are made from vision, not fear. Money flows to you, stays with you, and multiplies, not because you force it, but because you remove the emotional leaks that use to push it away. Are you brave enough to commit to changing your mindset about money? If you are, click like now. Then subscribe and follow the upcoming videos until your mindset can never go back to panic mode again.